Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to install the Brompton luggage carrier mount. So here I have the 9th Street edition and I bought it brand new, so it didn't come with a carrier block. So first you're going to need a 2.5mm hex screws and also a 4mm. So when I first tried it, I didn't know what size it was. After a couple of tries, figured out 2.5mm. So I have to say thank you to my friend in Singapore. The Brompton riders in Singapore gave this mount to me. So generous of him. When I mentioned it on Facebook and said, you know what, I bought this bike from Europe and it didn't come with a mount. Some guy from Singapore just responded, hey, I got an extra one. Do you want it? So it was really generous of him. Thank you so much. You know who you are. So first you're going to remove the protective screws, and there's the mount. So what I do is to use a NTCs. In this case it's a Part 2 NTCs. So for my bikes, a lot of the screws I will use these NTCs to protect it from corrosion, as well as perhaps in the future I might remove it. So I just dab a little bit on it and give it a screwed in. So some of the materials have gone into the mount, kind of to lubricate it. So here I am just kind of lubricate the mount holes and kind of spread more materials, this NTC's material on both screws, and mount it on. So my little baby there is watching me how to do it, and she's pretty excited, because after we mount this, we're gonna go out for a ride. And here I am trying to figure out how the screw goes on. This is my first time doing this. So there is a mounting plate and the screws, so fitting both of that on and threading it in between. And my friend from Singapore, he told me you're gonna need a fairly long these hex screws, these hex screwdrivers, so that you have the room to work in between the carrier block mount. So minimum I would say is a 2-inch screwdriver. So here I'm aligning the screw, carefully threading it on, because you don't want to mess up by stripping the screw. So gently fit it on, and you will see I tied it a little bit on the top, move on to the bottom, and then tied it all the way. So switching in between, so you don't want to go all the way first time and tightening it up and realize it's not well aligned. So do it gently, don't rush this process, because it's a very expensive mistake. After which I realized there is a washer that I forgot to put it on. So now I'm unscrewing the carrier block and refitting it, because I forgot to put the washer on. And this washer is going to keep everything nice and firmly in place. As you're riding along, there's going to be a lot of bump, and obviously it's going to be a lot of bouncing around. So the washer is going to keep this mounting block in place without coming loose. So here I'm showing you that the washer goes between the plate and the hex screw or hex nut. Alright, so fitting it all in between, and now remounting it. Okay, check that you have the mounting block in the right way, and again carefully threading it in. Slowly do this process. Make sure you have the thread all aligned before you start jamming it in. So you can see I'm moving from switching in between both screws, just making sure I don't cause any damage to the thread. Okay, so after that is mounted, and you're gonna be mounting on the release catch for your Brompton carrier. So here I am trying to figure out how to mount this on. So aligning it, and first time around I got it wrong. I got it I got it backwards. So I figured that's not the right way, and then mounting it on. So here it's a Phillips screwdriver. Make sure you get the right size. This particular screw is an alloy screw, really soft, and you don't want to mince it, okay? I actually tried to remove it from my other Brompton bike, and I actually have minced the screws. So now it's either I drill out the screws or it's stuck there forever. So this time around I know, okay? Carefully insert it in, feel it, and use the right size screwdriver, and just slowly screw it in. I mean, this is a plastic mount with a alloy, and this time around I'm really careful not to mince the screws. All right, and just testing it out, checking it, and all set. So here I'm gonna raise the handlebar to show you the amazing color of this Brompton 9th Street bike, and I get this beautiful bag. Okay, testing it on. Yep, all fit nicely together, and make sure you test it before you go out on a long ride. And you can see my little baby, she's all excited, grabbing onto the handlebar, saying that daddy, when are we going out for a ride? I'm excited. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next episode.